Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for the collective. It may or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings, and a link to the site is in the description. Mina, Man, Men, Mean, Mon, anything like that. So it's coming across to me as if distance is going to be a really big factor. People are establishing trust, and because they're establishing trust, they're kind of putting themselves in a position to where they're not allowing people or things from the past to come back around. And when I say that, I don't work, family, friend, or romantically. Opportunities that were here before, they're not taking them anymore. Like, no thanks. Like, or it's almost like there's a cutoff time, right? And if you don't make it in by this cutoff time, then that's it. Like, you know, I think I told y'all this a few weeks ago that it's like the energy of Noah's Ark. You know what I mean? Like, God told Noah, build the ark. Didn't understand why, built the ark. Now it's time to get on the ark, right? That's what I told you on the last reading. It was time to get on the ark, but we got to close the door. And there are people that are outside the ark after the doors have already closed. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to catch a flight or whatever, and they give you that last warning, like, hey, like, if you ain't here at the gate by this time, you feel me, the doors is about to close. They're not about to open the plane doors just for you, no matter what. And that's what it feels like has happened here. Somebody is in a position to where they are trying to get on the ark, on the plane, on, you know what I mean, catch this ride after the door is already shut. But they had like ample amount of time to kind of like get on this ark, get on this plane, whatever it is, right? They were just being stubborn and being hateful. Miguel, somebody was just being hateful. So it's like, so I'm telling you what God told me. And if you don't want to listen, by all means, that's where your free will lies. And I cannot force you to do anything that you don't want to do. But I know God told me to build this ark for a reason. So we about to just get up on this ark and close this door. You sure you ain't trying to get up on here? And they still being mean. No, I ain't getting on that ark. What do I look like getting on your ark? All right. Let's shut the door. Now the waters are coming down. Okay? The waters are starting to rise. And these people are starting to realize that they are up against powers that are greater than themselves. And it would have been best to follow God's guidance and get on the ark instead of allowing their ego to lead them. What can we do about that? Like, this is not being about like or about being cold-hearted or nothing like that. What can we do if these people chose to not get on the ark? Hop off the ark and drown with them? No. We followed God's guidance. So God is going to reward us. And sorry that they have to drown in the process, but that's the choice that they made. So hearing their cries outside of the ark is painful. It's very hard to hear and watch people that you want to save so bad drown. But that's what they chose. They could have been right next to us. We welcomed them. We loved them. We wanted them. But they thought that they were too good for us. Too prideful to believe anything that we were telling them. You know? And I tell people that even with like having a gift of like vision. People will look at you like, well, why you so special? Why would God pick you to be the messenger? I have no idea. I just am that. I don't deny that about myself, but others question it. I'm not here to convince nobody that I can see, hear, and feel everything that God is trying to show me. Like, I'm not here to convince anybody of that. If they don't believe the things that I'm seeing, saying, go find another messenger. I'm not the messenger for them. Okay? I'm not here to push my ideologies onto nobody. It just is what it is. But those that are lost are still skeptics and questioning our authenticity, questioning our character, questioning the information that we have. But it's because of their ego. Okay? And that's why they're going to be left behind. Because they would rather follow false prophets, okay, fake spiritual people, people who are not in tune with their higher self at all. You know, follow man, follow their humanity instead of following God. Their eyes are watching God. I cannot make this up, y'all. We are only following what God is calling us to do. And if these people do not believe, they do not understand because they do not understand the energy of God and how God works. People will expect God to come to us in a specific package. Okay? God may come speak to you through a fucking crackhead. You just don't know. So just because that person is standing at a pulpit doesn't make them a godly individual. But people will focus on this person at the pulpit, the pastor, whatever, these people in the church, and then shun a homeless person who's trying to give them the word of God simply because of how they look. And it's because those people do not have God in themselves, y'all. Do you get what I'm saying? When you have God within yourself, you recognize the God in anybody that has it in them. They could be homeless. They could be black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I don't give a fuck. You will find God in those that have God in them. You will see it. You will know that energy because the energy will be familiar. Y'all will feel like family. You get what I'm saying? Kindred spirits. You will know. Just like people who rob, steal, and kill for a living. They wind up hanging together, don't they? Robbing, stealing, and killing together. Their demons are familiar with each other. You get what I'm saying? They thrive off the same negativity. But those that are convinced that these people wearing these suits are the ones that they should be following, they all gonna drown together. It's like the energy of the Antichrist. You get what I'm saying? And the Antichrist has been ushered in, or is being ushered in. And people are following the Antichrist and looking at those of us that are following God as if we don't belong in society. And the way that these people are moving, we don't. That's why God is about to bring in this flood, and this is metaphorically, to drown all of these individuals. Okay, we're about to move to higher levels. Right? What is it, Mount Ararat? Our ark is about to land on top of the mountain after all of this flooding, but these people have to die because they are a threat to our legacies. They are a threat to our futures. They are a threat to humanity. Do you get what I'm saying? They are destructive mentally, spiritually, physically, socially. They are destructive. So God has to find a way to eliminate these individuals. But those of us that don't deserve to be eliminated along with these people, we have to make that choice consciously to not die with these people, to not go to hell with these people. And that's what we're doing now, for sure. And they're kind of looking like, well, how come you're up on Mount Ararat and we're all the way down here still drowning? Come back down here with your fucking boat and save us. No, because y'all could have got on the boat Y'all watch me build the whole ark. Did you come and nail a piece of wood to this bitch? Did you help me do anything to build this ark? No. So not only did I build the ark by myself, I still was gracious enough to welcome you on it. Even though you ain't helped put nothing in on this ark, I still welcomed you to be on it, to save you. Because that's what unconditional love is. But the demons inside of them wouldn't allow them to receive that love. They cannot understand there are some of us that can see the future and we can see what is to come. Okay? And if they do not want to follow our lead, it's like, okay, you're just going to see one day. You know? I think about that with like Jaguar Wright. Like, they scrutinized that woman so bad, tried to say she was crazy, whatever. She Philly crazy for sure. Don't get me wrong. She Philly crazy, but it's more like not psychotic. That woman Philly crazy, like, bitch, I'll fuck you up crazy. Don't fuck with her crazy for sure. I done been through some shit that make me not tolerate no bullshit crazy for sure. That's a woman I relate to. That's a woman whose God I see, because the God in me recognizes her. They ate this woman up for so long just for everything that she said to be factual. How can you call somebody that's telling the truth crazy? Y'all are fucking delusional and want everybody to live in these delusional ass, fantasy ass worlds. And those of us that refuse to live in the delusion, to deny our realities, we've been ostracized or labeled crazy. But in reality, we're going to be the only ones left. We're going to be the last ones standing. We are going to be the leaders of the new school. We are going to be the ones that everybody wants to know what's coming out our fucking mouths because they know we speaking the truth. Because they're going to have to figure out what's going on in their reality while we're figuring out what's about to happen in our futures. You get what I'm saying? We've already set ourselves up to prepare for what is to come. So now what was to come is here. We're preparing for what is to come next while these people are trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to them. But they remember when we said, you know this about to happen. You know that's about to happen. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. I think you should, you feel me, prepare. They didn't listen. Lisa, Melissa, Malia, Mila, Miller, Meller, Mel, Meal, Mal, Mal, anything like that. We don't have nothing left to prove. We don't think we're better than anybody. We just know how much work we put in to follow what God called us to do, and now God is exalting us. So we have been elevated. We have ascended. Period. Our frequencies are higher. We've gone through the DNA upgrades. Period. And you can see it. You can feel it. You know what I mean? Like, why you seem like you got this air about yourself, this glow about yourself? It's God. What's so special about him? What's so special about her? It's God. Don't ever question that. Don't ever question that. Because people want us to question ourselves. And that's why they were mocking Noah, right? Ah, ha, ha, look at you building this ark. What are you building this ark for? Now it's been raining for 40 days and 40 nights. And they ain't got no boats or life jackets. So it just is what it is. Like I tried to tell y'all, if you don't want to believe it or believe who I am, I'm not here to convince you otherwise. That means you do not have God in yourself. Period. Thank you so much.